Find happiness in everyday life. For you to be happy, you don't need to be in a different country. You don't need to have a possession. You don't need to be with a person. You can find joy, peace, happiness, all of that in your everyday life, if you look carefully. Now, a great example of this is when, as a child, like, you can literally find joy in anything, with a stick or a stone or a leaf. Like, any object can give you great amount of joy. It's because the way you view the object. Now, we're in an age where happiness seems to be outside of ourselves. When you think of happiness, you're thinking, oh, me being in a hot country on the beach with the sun, yeah, that's happiness. Or me being in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, oh yeah, that's happiness right there. Or me having millions in my account, or me being with a particular person. Like, it's always outside of ourselves. But you can find happiness, peace, content, all of that in your everyday life, in all the things you're doing daily. Whether that's going for a walk, whether that is just eating your food, whether that is just the basic things. There is joy and happiness inside of it if you change your perspective. Now, how do you get to that stage? How do you appreciate the little things? How do you walk in gratitude? It's quite simple, but also complicated at the same time. It's like, the one thing that will take you straight there is to think about how you would feel if you did not have that thing. So, for example, if you're eating food right now, you can find great joy and peace inside of it, knowing that you have a meal to eat, knowing that if you did not have food to eat, how you would feel. Or even think there's people across the other side of the world who have not ate today, who are struggling to find food, right? So when you think of it in that manner, then you can appreciate the food you're eating. You can find joy in the food you're eating. Another simple example is just going outside for a walk. You can find great peace in that, in one, that you're free. There's a lot of people around the world who are incarcerated. Two, you have legs. You have the health, the strength to walk. There are people who are now in hospital, or people who have amputated legs, who are not able to walk. Now, it may sound a bit deep and it may sound a bit far-fetched, but this is the only way to truly appreciate and to find joy in everything that you're doing. Because if you don't realize what it is like not to have it, or if you don't realize that majority of people do not have this, you cannot truly be grateful for it. All right? And this goes for anything that you do. Even if you're at home watching TV, the fact that you have a TV, the fact that you're able to view different channels, like, it's all in your way of thinking, it's all in your perspective. Another example I'm going to give you is, for example, when we look at someone who's rich, a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, they have all the cars, everything, physical possession that a person would want, but they don't feel good within themselves. They feel depressed, they feel anxious. So having 100 cars or 100 mansions and that, they're not enjoying it because they don't feel good within themselves, because they're viewing their life as a failure, or they're viewing themselves as a failure, or whatever. See, they're not able to enjoy what they have because they don't view their perspective. That's all it comes down to. Gratitude. The things that you have right now that you take for granted, that you feel like it's not much, is someone else's dream. Someone's literally dreaming to have what you have, but you don't even rate what you have. So the rich man, like one of my favorite quotes, and I can't remember who's by, but it says, a rich man is content with his lot without wishing for more. When you truly appreciate what you have, when you're truly grateful for all the things you have, you are rich in that sense. In the definition of the word rich is having all that you want. But if you're not happy with what you have, then it doesn't really, nothing else matters, because even if you get more, you're not going to be happy. So find joy and happiness in your everyday life. Is very simple. Even right now, the sun is shining at me right now. I'm glowing. You know, I can find great joy in that. It can make me smile. I'm happy that, one, the sun is shining at me. I'm getting vitamin D. You know, I'm able to be outside. Like, there's so many things to be grateful for. Like, there's not even enough time to even list it. Everything is a blessing. The fact that you're alive, the fact that you are healthy, the fact that you're able to walk, the fact that you're able to speak, like, everything that you're doing, there's someone who is unable to do it. There are people who are blind right now, they can't even see. There are people who are deaf, they can't even hear. There are people who are, not able to walk. Like, This is how you find peace and gratitude. Now, if you continue to focus on the things that you don't have, if you continue to focus on the people who have more than you, oh, this person has a nicer car, this person is famous, this person has money. The more you focus on the things that are out of your reach or that you do not possess, the more miserable you're going to be. The more you're going to be dissatisfied with your life. But when you focus on what you have, and the gratitude for it, and when you focus on the people who do not have what you possess, bro, you're rich. You're literally rich, man. You're literally in abundance. All comes down to perspective. All comes down to focus. Are you focusing on what you don't have, or are you focusing on what you do have? If you focus on what you don't have, you're sad, you're miserable, you're anxious, you're stressed out. But when you focus on what you do have, you're blessed, you're grateful, harmony, peace, serenity. You can find joy in everything, just like a child can find joy in the rock, in the stick. It's not the rock or stick in itself, it's the way the child is viewing it. The same with you. It's not what you have, it's the way you view it, how you view what you have. There's joy and peace everywhere. You don't need to go on a holiday to find peace. You don't need to find your soulmate. You don't need to be in a particular car or wear particular clothing. None of that. That's the modern day illusion. They keep telling you more money, more clothes, more trainers, more everything. More is better. No, it's not. Appreciation, gratitude. That's the key. If you don't feel that, it doesn't matter. Because we always think the grass is greener on the other side. Right now you're thinking, oh, if I had more money, I would be so much happier. If I was in a hot country right now, I would be happier. Then when you do get them things, you feel happy for a moment, for a day or two, a month, few months, maybe a year, and then eventually become dissatisfied again. And then you're going to think, oh no, I need X amount of money. Oh no, I need that car. Then again, when you do possess it, you realize that that's not it. And you keep chasing these things, these material possessions, the status, all of these things to the end of your life, and you still realize that it wasn't even that. Like when you look at right now, observe yourself and look back at your life. The most fun moments you had, the most joyful moments in your life, what were they? I can guarantee you, money and the possessions had very little to do with it. It's probably you with your friend and that, or you with your family members, or you just doing a fun activity, or just something that didn't even require money. It wasn't when you spent loads of money on an object and that. It was always how you felt within yourself and that. That's all it comes down to. So if you want to find joy, happiness, peace, content, then focus on gratitude. Focus on what you have. Focus on how life would be like if you did not have it. Focus on the people who do not possess what you possess. Your blessings are endless. God, the Creator, has given you more than you can ever imagine, more than you can even be thankful for. But you can't see that because you're stuck in consumerism. You're stuck in the Western way of thinking of more possessions and that. More. Stop, man. Stop. Think. Meditate. Be grateful. Another thing you can do is have a gratitude journal. That right there is going to blow your mind, but you're going to realize that you're a rich man or a rich woman. Very simple principle to follow, but also very challenging, especially when things are not going your way, or you're on social media in particular causes this. Because when you're on social media, you're seeing people in supercars, you're seeing people traveling the world in great shape, and their life seems to be a movie and that. Then you compare that to your life, and it's like, wow, I'm living so basic, I'm living so dull. Like, there's nothing to my life. My life is worthless. Because you're continuously looking at people on social media who seem to be living their ideal life. The moment you turn social media off, the moment you focus on what you have, that's it, man. You're rich. So if the message brought you value, man, hit that like button, hit the red subscribe button, and leave a comment down below.